Let's get some music going. Alrighty. So we are not doing Hightail today. We're back to a modded Minecraft. Alright. We are listening to Too High to Die by Apollo Music. And it doesn't seem to be coming through. I'm hearing it, but you're not. So let's just double check what's going on there. Okay. Let's restart that song because there was no music. There we go. Music is working now. Don't know what was going on with that before, but the music decided to not work. Alright. We are listening to Too High to Die. You may have heard some of it before, but it was not playing properly in the audio on Twitch. So let's get that going. Alright, we're doing update all titles just to make sure things are actually sending out. Alrighty. Alright, so that has been Too High to Die. And there's a little bit more of that one. And then we'll be listening to a Mud Puddle. Okay. Let's get some notifications out there. Alright, so this is Mud Puddle that we're listening to. For some reason, it is not opening the chat that I want to open, which is really weird. But it is showing up on one end, so hopefully it's all working. We'll see. If you can see this, let me know. If you can't see it, let me know. I don't know how you're going to do that, but do it anyway. Alright. So it is another Thursday night Minecraft stream. Modded Minecraft. Okay, we've got someone watching now. Excellent. Hopefully I can get the stream to come up properly. Say hi, whoever you are, and I'll say hi back. I'm just trying to get some spruiking of my stream happening on a couple of other places. Alrighty. So we're going to be attempting to steal an airship from a pirate tonight, which should be fun, if we can find one. Alrighty, let's get a self-promo on this one. Alrighty. And let's do one in this other server as well. So we're listening to a Mud Puddle, and shortly we'll be listening to Captain Fred of the Tech Heads. Just to give myself a little bit more time to do some promotion. Alrighty. Music by Apollo Music. Alrighty, we'll pause the music there, and we'll jump into the gameplay. Hello, hello. Can you see the gameplay? You cannot. Let me change the gameplay over to Minecraft. And now we should be able to see it. There we go. Hello, hello. I am on a basic airship that we built last time we streamed from this world. We're going to try and find a less basic airship, preferably one that belongs to some pirates, and we're going to try and steal it. So, wish me luck. This may not go well. So despite the copper armor and copper tools, we are in 1.20.1 with the copper tools, copper and tough backport for that particular version. So let's jump into our inventory, look for some fuel, which we have, and let's just face the engine on this here ship. And we'll turn around and see if we can find an airship. Hopefully there's some pirate airships around. Let's see what we can find. And it seems to be a bit of lag. I think we've got... Oh, there's an airship. Look at that. Found one quickly. Hopefully it's just one and not multiple. If there's multiple overlapping, it's going to be a bit of a mess. And that looks like it is hopefully just the one. All right. Now the trick here is going to be getting to the airship without getting shot down by the cannons. They're all going off to the side by the look of it, so hopefully it's just the one airship. If there's more than one overlapping, it's going to be a real mess. And it's looking like it might be more than one overlapping, so that is going to cause a bit of framiness. This is a problem with the mod, not the pack itself. So we're going to need to figure out why we're getting multiple airships. We're going to see if we can get one of them. It seems to be stuck, so... Do we have a shield is the question. We do not have a shield. And that airship is taking off at a rate of knots. We've sped up. Are they going to lag us down if we catch up? Oh yeah. Big lag. All right. Let's see if we can... see if we can catch up to the ship at the right height. I think it's blowing holes in the ships. Yeah, the ships are blowing holes in each other. So there's multiple ships overlapping there and they're shooting each other. That is an issue, but we'll see what we can do. All right. We've sped up. And we're slowing down again. Every time we get near the overlapping ships. And this appears to be an earlier version of the ship as well. It shouldn't be this version. So I'm not sure what's going on there. Spent a fair bit of time working on the mod pack to get the right version of the ship, and this looks like a wrong version of the ship, so I may have to do some rethinking. But yeah, it's open at the top, and it's not meant to be open at the top. Alright, well, I think the answer to the question at the moment is that we can't steal a ship because it lags every time we get close to it. So, let's head back to where we came from. Now, where were we? Back over this way? Yeah, back over this way near this ocean. We're going to run into that island if we're not careful. There's our little windmill. All right. Well, we do have pirates work. We have working pirates, but it doesn't seem to be the right version of the data pack that's there. So we have multiple versions of the ship together, and there should be a top to that ship, and it's missing the top. So I may need to do some double checking of my files, but at least we know that the pirate ships, the flying ships, are working. For a given value of working, I guess. Let's have a look. If we head over this way, can we see that ship again, or can we see a new one? And if we carry a torch, we won't go dark when we go under things. All right. More dark forest. Well, the ship has got a airship's got a reasonable speed to it at least. If we can't steal another airship, we might have to build a better one. Or see if we can find a smaller one, because there were smaller ones. But I'm thinking we might have just the default pack for some reason. It's not meant to be the default pack, but it's what we seem to be getting. Let's have another look at the map and see where we went before. So we went over that way. So if we head back over that way, is the ship there is the question, the airship that we were chasing before. If we get very framey, it might be, yep, I think it might be. Getting kind of framey. Okay, so I think it was more off to this direction. Can we see an airship blowing itself up? The problem we're getting is that there's multiple copies of the ship, which causes large amounts of lag. So I'm trying to work through that. And I thought I had fixed the mod pack, the data pack, so that it didn't generate ships that way anymore. So it's definitely getting framey back over this way. Let's see if that ship is down here somewhere. Who knows where it's gone? It's disappeared. Alright, so I look on the map. So it was... That's our starting area. So it was, maybe it was down to the south. Head back that way. We'll get cruise control going. We'll fly a little lower over the islands. That is not south, we're going north. Getting dark. We don't have a bed on the ship. Might have to come back to chasing that other ship and head back home for a little while. All right. I remember going past that. Can't remember if that was when we were heading back to where we came from or what was going on there. Oh. I want C, not B. And F5. All right, that is not an area of the map we've been to before, so it won't be there. It is getting dark, so let's head back to our base. Back towards our little windmill. There's our windmill. All right. Creepers up near the back of the windmill. We have a bow yet. I don't think we have a bow. Oh, we do have a bow. We don't have any arrows. Okay. Well, in that case, we'll just keep an eye out for the creepers. And we'll head back down. And if we have a bed in the house, we'll use the bed. We don't have a bed. Oh, we do have a bed up the back there. Can we sleep? Or are the monsters too close? We can sleep. Okay. Hey, DeForcha, good to see you. Welcome. Alrighty, so we are trying to... That's right, we have the map up the top corner there. We are trying to catch up to an airship and steal it, or build a better airship. So there should be a data pack that has some custom ships in it, but it seems to have only the default ships from the mod. Tell because they're open at the top, and in my version they should be closed at the top. So we will have another go at fixing that. But we're also getting the bug that occasionally happens where we get duplicate ships as well. So basically it causes lots of lag, which is not meant to do. Yep, it's a fun mod pack. It's called Aetherial Airships. Now it's in version 1 at the moment. This is version 2 that I'm playtesting. I'm actually building the mod pack. So version 1 does not have pirates. Version 2 will have pirates, as long as I can get the mods to behave correctly. Let's put all this in here. All right. Now maybe we can get some cannons together. Make this ship a little bit bigger. Maybe we can get some cannons together and go and shoot that ship up. This is actually probably my own version of the mod pack. So there was one called Create Airships that I was working on with someone else. This one has been basically my own work. It's Aetherial Airships. And it's using a lot of the stuff that I started with in Create Airships, and developing things in the direction I wanted things to go, rather than the direction that someone else wanted to go. So we do still have dark oak planks there. So what I might do is try and get some more iron, and see if we can get ourselves a little better armed, and maybe get some cannons and things. We've got sheep over there we can make more balloons with as well. Alrighty, and I don't know if last time you saw me I had Twitch affiliate, but I actually managed to get Twitch affiliate, so that's kind of cool. Not getting the audience tonight that I get on other days of the week, though. Usually on the Sunday, for our time streams, I get better views, but usually not too bad on the Thursday night streams either. All right, so this is still going a little too fast. Don't want to get into the island too much. So hopefully that'll... Yep, cool. We can mine the iron. And we don't have any space in our inventory. Okay. Well, there's a simple fix for that. We don't have crafting table ones either. Okay. I am woefully underprepared. That's okay. We only just got the ship done during the last stream. It was a bit of a stretch to try and get it done in one stream, so we'll make up for that today. Yep. And we ended up underneath. That was a little bit scary. Could have been pushed through. Okay. Let's make a barrel. It's going to be safer storage. I'll put that one over here. Throw some things in the barrel. And we'll put the iron straight into the furnace. Okay. Alright, so we'll try and get some create things happening at this stream, because we didn't get much happening in the way of create last time. We just had the existing create infrastructure on the island, which is the windmill. So we've got a lot of flavor mods, pun intended, on this version of the pack. We've got Farmer's Delight, which gives us a lot of options for food, and we've got Copper and Tough Backport, So that's why I've got copper armor and tools. And we're on 1.20.1. We've also got ecologic, so we've got coconut trees and beaches, various other biomes that we'll come across later. Deserts with prickly pears and things like that, which is kind of cool. And we seem to have not too many mobs down here at the moment, so we might see if we can get some coal and get some torches in here as well. So we can stop there. Alright, so if we can get 8 iron together, then it's worthwhile using a coal or a charcoal on it. If not, we'll just use wood. So it's kind of dark over there. More copper. Right. So, let's head... Oh, we've got some zinc there as well. Let's not fly into the lava. I'll just steer around that, and we'll try and make a slightly more aerodynamic looking airship once we've got a few more resources. And it might be safest to make a platform here and just leave the airship where it is and not move over, because it could be too close to the lava. I can't remember if I left the setting on that allows lava to burn airships or not. But wooden airships that are too close to lava will of course burn. And this airship is mostly balloons, so let's see, we've got I think 7 iron now. Yeah, 7. So one more. It's worthwhile spending some charcoal on it, or coal. Let's have a quick look around over this way. See some charcoal. And see some zinc. That'll come in handy later on when we get to the point of getting to the nether. And if we can catch up to that airship, we can potentially steal some resources from the airship. There's some more iron. We'll just get 8 iron into the furnace, and then we'll start smelting. And then we'll get some more happening, and get some create contraptions happening. All right. I think we lost that one. Try for this one. Yeah, there we go. So we lost one, but that's okay. Means we don't have any extras, and we can... Oh, no, we did get it. We got one. All right, so 1 coal in there. And glad I put the things behind us. I could have backed off the airship, which would have been kind of disastrous. Oh, we got another one. Stop. Okay. Somehow the sand didn't fall when we did that. It didn't get a block update, even though it was just above. Don't know how that worked, but that's fine. Let's go with it. You're out. No worries. Yeah, happy ghasts were a bit of a non-event because they're much slower than airships, but I didn't create the mod, so I can't say they're my airships, but I got my airship mod pack. Anyway, thanks for stopping by. Good to have you on the stream. All right. Now the question is, can we actually steal a bigger airship, or are we just going to make this one better? I think we might go with making this one better and then see if we can steal a bigger one. Alright, we need more resources. Okay, now is that where we came from? That does not look quite where we came from. I think we came from the other side. Yep, we came from that side. There's our other dark forest, and there's our little bridge. Alrighty. Let's eat some bread. Head back to our boat. Our bed. Well. Oh well, we can respawn inside. Can we sleep? No. Alright. Well, that was embarrassing. Got home and immediately got by a skeleton. We're going to get got by a skeleton again? Probably. Yes, we are, because we can't get away fast enough. Can't get our gear fast enough, so we'll just have to wait inside for daylight. Alright. Well, we can eat some orange at least. Try not to die a second time. Can we sleep? We can sleep, even though there's a skeleton nearby. Alright, well, if we can lead the skeleton into the light... Alright, let's just use that bone now, and we'll pick up... we'll put food in the offhand. Pick up the axe. That's disturbing, seeing... moving eyes on what's supposed to be our corpse. Where is the skeleton going? There it is. Goodbye, skeleton. Okay. Alright, let's see what we can do about this whole no shield situation. Also, that's 25 for all copper. Let's make that 24. Pop that in here. And put one of those in here. 1, 2, 3. And let's also retrieve what fuel we can from the furnace or the engine. All right. So we do have enough redstone dust and enough. We don't have string, but we can make string easily enough. All right, let's get rid of our grave marker. And let's make our ship a little better. All right. 8 iron ingots. And we can make iron blocks of those, of course. And the iron blocks, I believe, we can use for a schematic cannon. And what do we need for the schematic cannon? So we need 2 iron blocks, some logs, a dispenser, and some smooth stone. We have the smooth stone already. We have 8 iron, so let's try for some more iron and get schematic cannon going. And then we can look at trying to build a ship from a schematic. Or we can try and steal a better one. Still go for that option. All right. I think the other ship we're looking for went over this way. We also had some burning forest up here that wouldn't have been helping the frame rate. It seems to have burnt down now. Yep. Okay, so it wasn't over that way. Might have been over this way. Maybe we can find another one. Maybe if we've got the right data pack, we can find a smaller airship to take over. There's some sort of structure there. Or something. Let's have a look. We seem to be out of fuel, so we might add some fuel so we move a bit faster. Oh, it's not a structure, it's just a side of a hill. Okay. There's another fire down here. Let's just hit cruise control and see about getting some more fuel in the furnace, the engine, as it were. So burning out the forest with natural lava-caused forest fires. Seem to be a few of those around. All right, let's head a different way then, since it doesn't seem to be this way. It looks like there's a shipwreck down there. Might be worthwhile making a scuba, or making a diving suit. Create back tank and diving mask and stuff. All right, let's just head this way for a while on cruise control, and we'll just have a look at the map and see where we ended up going before. So maybe over this way. That's our island. We started up here. And then we followed the airship in a random direction, which I think was this direction. All right. Can we find the airship? What is that over there? That looks like an airship. It's very laggy. Is it multiple airships overlapping still, or is it just the one? Hard to tell. But yeah, that's definitely not the most recent version of the pack. That's an older version of the data pack. It contains a very open airship that we can hopefully sneak inside the top of. There's multiple versions of it there. Will mean that there's a lot of pirates inside. This could be a bit of a challenge. And we catch it. Looks like it's going sideways pretty fast. I think it's going to get away from us again, but you can see the pirates on there, running around and panicking. Well, we'll let it get away. See if we can get inside it. We're chasing the airship. We just can't catch it. So yeah, we're going to need some cannons to shoot it down, I think. All right, well, we've got its last spotted location. Once we move away from it, we get our frames back again. All right, we might have to try this again with a different version of the data pack. I thought we had the correct version, but apparently we don't. Been so many versions of the mods, I've lost track of which one's the playable version and which mod pack, which data pack is the version I like. Experimenting with it a lot. All right. So the short answer to the question in the title of the stream is no, we can't, because they're too fast. But if we put a second engine on here, we could probably catch up with them. But we need a more substantial ship so that we can hide inside it when we're coming back down without getting shot up. Lucky the ship didn't actually get shot. All right. Okay, we've got a skeleton hanging around over there. Let's go to bed before anything happens. Alright, while that's happening, I'm going to have a quick look through... well, actually, no, I'm not. Never mind. After the stream, I'll have a quick look through my various data packs and find the correct one for next time. But I need to do some redesigning of ships before that happens. So there's a mod I want to remove. The better end and the better end compat, I want to remove those and see how we go without those, because some of the ships designs had some of the blocks from those mods, so I wanted to remove those. But I think for the moment we'll try and get some more iron. Look around for more iron underneath the islands. Underneath and around the islands. There's the iron down there. Alrighty. It's about an hour and a half of stream worth to go. So it's my reminder that it is now midnight where I am, so I should get some sleep. But not for a little while. I'm going to stream for a while first. Okay, so it looks like there's gravel there. So we'll head down just a little bit and we'll get out of range of the, in range of the falling gravel basically. So if we mine the iron there, we'll probably have gravel falling on us. We mine the iron. Yep. So the gravel fell. Looks like gravel fell straight through, but that's okay. We can come back to gravel later. Gravel will be useful with create, but not so much at the moment without without some of the stuff that we need to make with create. So that's 2 iron. Gives us a total of 3 on us. Let's put that away, and there's 2 more there, so that's 5. So up to nearly another 8, which means another coal worth of smelting. Let's keep an eye out for more iron. And we've got some zinc there as well. We don't need the zinc at the moment, but we will need it later. Any iron in this little section? Yes, there is. Nice. Let's grab that. Let's pull in just a little bit more, a little more tightly, and we'll try and get all of this iron and not suffocate in the process. That should be enough. Yep. Awesome. All right, back to first person mode so you can see what we're mining. And, oh. And we'll mine that so that it doesn't push us through the ship. Oh, nice. A decent crop of iron. Decent vein. That might be enough to get us started properly with create. And we do have an iron pickaxe as well, so let's use that one for this one. That's another, that's 14, so with the iron we already had, that's 19. We'll make that 16 and smelt that down. All right, that's a decent amount of iron to get started with create. Let's have a quick look around for any more. Lots of andesite as well, so that's good. We'll grab some andesite. We've got andesite on the top of the island anyway where we are, so we should be okay. I see some more iron over here, so let's grab that. You also use the zinc for the andesite alloy, but rather not need iron tools to mine things. We can always mine iron with copper. Right up there. That is a big forest fire. The iron's also good for cannons and the like as well, so cannonballs. So if we are going to actually attack the ships, we're going to need to make some cannons. All right, how much iron have we got left? Oh, look at that, another 8. Perfect. 24 should be a good starting amount. Plus the iron we've already got back at the base. Back at the windmill. And let's put a bit more fuel in here so we can move a little faster. All right. Of course, we can also use lava buckets as fuel for the airship, which is quite effective. So to make sure we're not flying up to skeletons and getting shot at. Well, there's an airship that's not moving. Maybe we can get that one. I think they made, yeah, this one's run aground, so they're all the same airship in this particular version of the data pack. So if we grab this one, we can commandeer it. We can get all the resources from this one, and we'll be set. So in case it does start trying to fly off, let's just land our airship inside it. That way, if we need to make a hasty retreat, we can jump in our airship again and go. I think this will actually be what we want, though. Yeah, that seems to have landed, so oh, this one might have... Nope, hasn't lost its crew. Alright, that guy's gone. So we might have lost some of the crew here, which could be why we're able to attack it with impunity. Let's go with turning our oranges into orange slices and having a couple of bites to eat. So how much crew? We've still got some crew down there. There's a few crew members in there. We don't want to race into there. All right, what about down this way? There's someone there. I want to heal up a bit first. All right. Gotta be stealthy. There's only one in here. Can we get him? Oh, there's two. Whoa. Can we get this guy? No, but he can get us. Alright, that's not working well. We needed to make a shield before we came up here. Hang on, let's grab some of this wood. In fact, let's head back up. Let's make ourselves a shield with some of our resources we've got. Alright, let's grab some of the wood from the ship. We're going up instead of down for some reason. Let's go down. That's better. Alright, so grab some wood from the ship and make ourselves a shield. Vandalize the ship while we're on it. We do have an axe there, that's cool. We'll just... Wait, can we fly the ship? We can fly the ship. Alright, well, we've successfully stolen the ship. We've still got crew members on it, but we've stolen the ship. We've succeeded. Alright. And how fast is it? It's... Oh, it's kind of slow. Oh, no, it's not too bad. It's getting some speed. It's just big. And our ship's getting caught. Our ship's caught inside it, so it's not going anywhere. Alright, we've managed to steal an airship. Job done. Stream over. No, we'll keep going. This is fun. Alright, so... We're heading that way. So let's put it in cruise control. So we're heading generally back to where we want to be. And let's see. We've got 4, 5, 6. 6 for a shield, I think. Whoop. Back down. Okay, we need to maybe be on this ship. There we go. Alright, we'll eat some more of this and we'll make some bread because bread will help us heal faster. Put that orange away and let's grab a hay bale and make some bread. We can make more bread with create, but we don't have any create options on this little mini ship, so... Let's take our fuel back. And let's see, we can make a shield. And in fact, we could probably make some iron armor. The shield will help. We do need more iron, but let's go with an iron axe, I think. Do we have any sticks? We have 1 stick. Okay, let's go with an iron sword then. How's our armor looking? Armor's looking okay. We'll stick with the copper armor for now. See if we can take these guys out with an iron sword. In fact, just with a shield. Use the copper one until we till we run out of copper sword. All right. Oh, there's two more guys down here. Okay. Oh, and we stood on a fire. Stood on a campfire. Not good for us. All right. Let's eat some more bread then. The AI is not the best. Cool, we've got these guys. Oh, look at that. Cannonballs, cannons. Lots of gunpowder. We've got arrows. Okay, so we can use our bow. We need to have space for arrows. Alright, let's grab all the arrows then. And we almost died doing this, so a bit more bread. Hello, Flat Pixel. We have managed to board another airship. We're just taking out the pirates at the moment. So I'll show you. So this is a nice big airship, which we have managed to steal because we put it in cruise control. And we've actually flown right past where we were. So let's see if we can turn it around. There we go. Twitch should not be saying I'm playing Hightail. Oh, it's probably the game that I'm playing that doesn't update from the description. I forgot to change that. That's a separate setting. Okay. Where are we? There we go. I can change that on Twitch, but I need to actually go onto Twitch to do it. And I've got my browser closed at the moment. I forgot to change the game. So let's put this into cruise control. And let's see if I can change the game on Twitch while I'm streaming by going into the mobile Twitch app. And Stream Manager. Oh, good. Let's see. Settings. It doesn't want to do that. Okay. Looks like I can't change it from mobile. I don't have my browser open on the computer because it lags up the game too much when I'm doing that. But I will change it later on. I'm using OBS, but I'm using Restream. And it doesn't actually have an option for which game. Hey there, for loan. I could look at doing a challenge run on Hightail. I was thinking about doing a Skyblock challenge run, but that one didn't seem to be as fun as I thought it would be. Looking at the mod pack, looking at the mod, it looked like it was potentially going to be something a little bit disappointing, shall we say. Not sure why, but the neighbours have decided to come home at this time of night, so might just mute my end for a little bit. I don't know if you can hear them in the background, but I can hear them and it's annoying me. My garage is still not soundproofed. Alright, so we are back to our little windmill. But we still have some pirates in here to get rid of. But yeah, definitely do want to look at more options for hightail. Okay, we seem to have stopped the ship. Cool. Alright, so we're going to need some more bread. Let's head back to our little ship that's inside this one. There it is. Okay. Got moved around a bit. Can we reach it? We can reach the hay bales. All right. Yeah, I don't know why it says hightail. I'll see if I can fix that. Let's see. Stream manager. And does not let me change it from mobile. That's really annoying. Yeah, I don't know what's going on there. Oh well. I tried. Let's see. Can I reach from here? Yes! Alright. Alright, let's eat some more bread. And let's see. We'll lower this ship a bit so we can get down safer. I don't know why it makes me climb the ladder, but it does. Any mods on that have the power? No, unfortunately. Oops, I nearly walked off the edge of the ship. Okay. Oh, completely forgot there were dudes there. Well, that's unfortunate. And I can't quite reach. I might have to bridge out. Okay. Well, that's okay. Should be enough to bridge out there. Oh, I'll change the replay. I'll change the VOD of the stream to reflect the right game. It's the one thing I forgot to change. I changed the rest of the description. Just forgot to change the actual game that I was playing. Alright, we can break in through the side here. Oh, or not. There we go. I can only assume that the neighbours are smoking or something and hang around outside once they get home. It's kind of annoying because they talk a lot. I appear to be stuck in the ship. There we go. Okay, that was the captain. So the ship is now no longer powered. Which means that it'll fly slower if I try and fly it. Alrighty. Yeah. Yeah, you would think there wouldn't be people turning up at midnight making noises next to a suburban garage, but apparently there are. All right, and look at this, plenty of loot. There's our diamonds. And we've got a spyglass, which we can put on our belt slot, I believe. Accessory slot, maybe. No, we can't do it on this version. On the other mod pack we can, but we've got a spyglass now. So we've successfully stolen a ship. We just need to get the rest of the pirates off the ship. There'll be a couple in here as well. Alright, let's take these guys out. They seem to be able to shoot us a lot more than we can hit them. It's a little frustrating. Switch to our iron sword, I think. So there should be some custom emotes available on the Twitch side now since I've got Twitch affiliate. So feel free to use them. Alright, I think that's everybody. If we go too far here, we'll actually fall through the ship, so I'm not going to go down there. But look at that, we've got more loot here. We've got plenty of stuff to repair the ship with, plenty of building materials, things we can modify the ship with, and things we can make more sails with as well. And I believe that's a skull charge. Yeah, skull charge banner patterns. So we can go a party, and look, there's a skull banner. Alrighty, and a bunch of there's a bunch of stuff in the hold here as well, but it's not safe to go down there crouching. We can fall through. We got food here, perfect. And it might be one, might be some still in here. Yep, one's still in here. For some reason the shields don't seem to work very well against these guys. Maybe because they get right in your face. Alright, and look at all these cannonballs. We've got a cannon here we can use. So which side is that? That's the side that doesn't seem to be pointing to our island. And that's the side that is pointing to our island. So shoot the cannons. We got some boxing gloves, some more bread. Boxing gloves, boxing gloves I say, but the leather gloves. And lots of gold. Pirates love their gold, as you know. Alright, I might just quickly see if I can just bring up the browser for a moment. I might just bring up a different browser to normal. Now if I do that it won't have Twitch logged in. Alright, I'll just change the game over to make sure we've got the right game. So if anyone else is joining, they're not expecting Hightail. Could be why I've had less numbers today. I've said I'm streaming Hightail, but I'm actually not. Alright. So let's change the game from Hightail back to Minecraft. Well, I'm not doing much. And I might just do a... Alright, there should be an intermission type screen here. Go to a transition and we'll go into intermission. There we go. So you can still see what I'm doing if anything happens in the game, and now you can see the chat as well. Alright. And stream settings, there we go. Stream info. Wants to open it for me. Right. Just taking a while for the things to open up. Stream info, there we go. Unable to load classification changes. No, there we go, it's finally come up. Alright, we'll change the game to Minecraft. And there we go. Now we have the right game info, and I can close my browser again. All right, awesome. We fixed it. All right, and there's my socials, by the way. I don't have Blue Sky on there, but you'll find me as TechHeadFred on Blue Sky. TechHeadFred at bluesky.social if you want to follow me on Blue Sky, which I happen to be a little bit more active on than Twitter. Although today, last couple of days, I've been posting things on both. Alrighty. So, are there any more places where pirates could be hiding on this ship? I think that's all of them. So if we head back up here, down this way, so that's where our death was. And we got an ink sac, compass, and a book and quill. And we got a bunch of iron there as well. Nice. All right. So there's still a bit of bugginess in this mod pack. As you might have seen earlier, sometimes you get ships spawning on top of each other. And we had this ship spawning multiple times earlier. And it was blowing itself up, which was kind of funny. So what we might do is go and grab some more of these spruce planks and just fill in these bits that we cut up so that we can have a shield. So we had spruce planks hiding in chests down the bottom. But we'll just tidy up these chests as well. And there's food in this one. So we'll still make a smaller ship, but we can loot this ship for a lot of its things. Or we can cut the ship down so it's smaller, so we can tell it's ours from a distance. We're going to try and jump onto a random pirate ship. Right, there's some more arrows. We'll grab those. Actually, I might grab those gloves as well. Could make some other ones later, but leather's fine to start with. There's another arrow. And some more nuggets. We got cauldrons as well. It's a really nicely designed ship. It's just missing a few things. So we're going to put some wool away and get some spruce instead. Fix up those holes in the side of the ship so we don't fall off. And it was down further. So I think we went this way. Yeah, down here. We don't have any spruce planks there. We have some here though. And we'll just put... What should we put away? We'll put the wool in one of the other chests. There we go. So yeah, lots of stuff to repair the ship with, which is nice. So if you have to destroy it to take it over, you can always replace it. Now, yeah, I do want to tidy up the bottom of it so that we can get to the loot in the bottom without falling through. And we'll make sure we've got those spruce planks on us as well. And we only need 6, so there we go. And look, we've even got lifeboats. Although what good lifeboats would, what good boats would do you in an aerial ship, I have no idea. But they're there. I think it's just the loot tables for the pirate ships. All right. If we jump into a smaller ship, we can get back out. But what I might do is just see if we can park this a little better. We're under that little bit of birch there, so there's a tree in the way, but that's a bit better. Let's see if we can park it a little better. We might have to make a dock. We can back up to the birch and turn that into a dock. Oh, we've got the bits and pieces in the way. There we go. We can probably go out the back there. That'll do it. So how can we get there from here? There we go. So we now have a ship that we can get to, and we'll bring the our little airship back out. So we've got a big airship and we've got a little airship. There we go. We've successfully commandeered the big airship. Mission successful. So we probably need to do a couple of runs to get the loot out of that ship, to be honest. You can see the cannons. What I generally do with these ships when I capture them is I take the ridiculous keel off the bottom and the big wings off the sides, and I just make them a bit more streamlined, a bit more blimp-like. Yeah, we got ourselves a ship. And to celebrate, I might actually play a little track called Beware Captain Techhead Fred. I think we should take our ship for a little bit of an epic sail. So we might grab this engine, give it a bit more speed. Oh, we just broke the ship. Forgot we had VS Crumbles on. So that ship is no longer functional, but that's fine. We can fix it later. Let's take our engine and go for a bit of a sail on the big ship. Awesome track that Apollo Music made for me. So I think if we replace one of the cauldrons with an engine, that might be the way to go. It's still kind of slow. But there we go. Now I will pause the music before we start playing my outro. But we will start the track again in a moment. So I think this ship does deserve a bit of an epic music. So this could be perhaps a clip moment. We'll have Captain Fred of the Tech Heads. Clippable moment. There's the ships that were all stuck together. We got... Oh, maybe we could shoot them. That'd be a clip-worthy moment. Good morning, Unchecked Door. We managed to steal a pirate ship. Alright, it's a good time to stop the music again. Nice epic moment for you to turn up for Unchecked Door. But yeah, the other ship got away. Although it is a duplicated ship, so it's going to cause lots of lag if we're near it anyway. Alright, let's see if we can actually maneuver this one again. Yep, so the idea was to try and fly close to the other one and shoot it, but didn't quite get that happening. You can see there's little bits of the other one starting to show up just on the edge of the view distance. So we're going to try and shoot it with our cannons. If we can match speed with it. I think we're going to need more engines. So these glitched ships tend to move faster because they push each other. Kind of like the old minecart glitches. Also, they might be able to shoot us as well, so... Might have to rethink this one. We might need to be overpowered and have cannoneers of our own. I'm not sure where we get cannoneers from, to be honest. Alright, there's another track I wanted to play actually called Sick of the Land, which might be a good one in this instance. Is cruise control on? Cruise control is enabled. Okay. So let's get some more music happening. We'll get another track called Sick of the Land playing. Alright. One thing that might help with the airships mod pack is removing some of the visual additions, which could make things run a little bit better for you. Let's see if we can get Sick of the Land. There we go. If that's where we died, that's back near base, so let's head that way. I could look at doing a cut down version of Pirates as well, of the airships pack. I think we got rid of our death marker. This doesn't look like where we died at all. Looks like new territory. Yeah, a little bit of extra music. More piratey theme music since I've actually got the pirate ship working. So it might be fun to just have a bit of a go at the cannons against these mobs here, so let's do that. So we've got the cannons that are facing that side. Did they hit anything? Couldn't see. Yeah. So it hit something. I have to go a little higher for it to hit the mobs. Alrighty. Yeah, there's some settings we can look at. I could probably take you through some of the more visually intense mods. One of the problems though with the Valkyrien Skies is that Valkyrien Skies does require a lot of processing power for the ships that are able to move around. I run it with I allocate 8 gig of RAM standard when I run it. My machine has 16, but with the price of RAM at the moment, I can't afford to upgrade, even if I could actually place more RAM into the machine. Physically can't put more RAM into it though, it's soldered in. Alright, let's have a look at trying to get the cannon going on the other side. See if we can hit anything from here. Seems to be missing a button. No, it's right next to us there. It's like it might have overshot. Ah, heard something. Alright, let's have a look at lowering it a bit as well, but let's just shoot cannon off from this side as well. Yeah, it looks like it might be going off into the distance, so let's just lower the ship a little bit. So that's not actually a capstan, but it's meant to look like one, and the maker of VS Sails is looking at trying to get a capstan in to the mod as well. So just heading up to what should be the roof of the ship, but is actually kind of missing some balloons up here. I made a version of this ship that does have the balloons, but unfortunately this is the wrong data pack. Can we lower the ship? Yes, we can. Okay. So if we have the cannons about here, hopefully we can shoot some things. Is that the right side? That's the right side. That's better. That was satisfying. What can we see over here that we can shoot at? Oh, there's some more spiders there. Let's see if we can shoot them. Oh, not quite. Still. Much more impressive when you can hear it. It looks like an impressive crater just in front of the spiders, though. Let's try this one again. Oh, nice. And this one? Oh, that's satisfying. They actually have cannonballs. So you can actually craft the cannonballs. They require lots of iron nuggets and gunpowder. In fact, I think we've got some more. We've got some more in a chest nearby. Or a barrel. Here we go. So plenty more cannonballs where those ones came from. And you can set up the ships with cannoneers, but you need to have special befriendable pirate NPCs for that, which I don't think the current data pack has set up correctly, because I didn't add the pirates pirate structures data pack, which has the befriendable pirate rafts. So I need to look at the befriendable pirate rafts and see if there's a structure I can make that's maybe like a befriendable pirate cove, or befriendable pirate base or something. But yeah, most of the mobs are gone now, but there's still a few creepers floating around. So if we were to move along a little bit further, we could potentially take those creepers out. Let's have a go at taking those creepers out. Not quite. I think that got one. Alright. Well, we're coming up to near the end of stream, and I've only set my reminder for 5 minutes, so I should have set it for longer, but that's okay. I'll fix that up later. Now, there's still a creeper there, so let's try another shot and see if we get rid of that creeper. Not quite. One more shot, I reckon. Otherwise, I might have to just accept that we're missing. Yeah, it's overshooting. But that's okay. There's more work to go on this pack, but this particular mod is working quite well already. So we might just see if we can shoot that creeper with a bow. And the pirates have bows when you're aboard the ships as well. A little bit further. A little bit further up. Got him! That's the first thing I've shot with a bow. There you go. Yes, you can also automate the cannons, but there are crew members you can recruit with golden apples. Basically, you find friendly pirates, befriendable pirates, and give them a golden apple. They turn into a cannoneer contract, and then you can use the cannoneer contract on a cannon on a ship. All right. Well, we seem to have cleared out all the hostile mobs from there. Of course, most of them would have died with the sunlight anyway, but it was fun to shoot at the creepers. But yeah, you can certainly automate them. And with the... Oh, well, it looks like we're actually pretty close to home. With the create, not the create, well, you could automate with create as well, but with the supplementaries pack, supplementaries mod that's on the sales pirates pack, there's actually cannons that are built into that as well. So a Tommy cannon, yes. All right, well, that was very satisfying. Got to shoot some things. All right, let's have a look. If we go into cruise control, go back to the map. Where are we exactly? Oh, yep. There's our little. This is the other end of our little island. So, oops. So yeah, we need more engines. We need to tweak some of the settings to make the larger ships faster once they have engines. We're going south instead of north. Yeah, death marker is still there. I thought we got rid of the death marker. But yeah, that's where the forest fire was. So it's a good way to find where we came from. But yeah, I'll probably wrap things up soon. But we did successfully manage to steal a ship. Next time I will attempt to have the right data pack so that we're getting the ships that I designed as well as the slightly repaired version of this ship that doesn't have the big hole in the top that makes it easy to commandeer. But yeah, we'll look at a cut down version of the mod pack for computers that don't have quite as good performance that will still work on the server, for example, when I set the server up with this mod pack. Also, having the server do the grunt work, the heavy work does help a lot. I'm just going to cruise control there. I'll let the ship descend slowly. And I'll say another 25 minutes tops on stream. So I went for 3 hours last time I streamed, and that was a little too long. So yeah, cruise control's on. Means that while we're waiting for the ship to land or to go lower, we can dismount and wander around the ship. So we could turn some of these sails into balloons as well, which would make it lighter, well, more buoyant, but it would still not descend or ascend any faster, depending on the settings of the config for the mods. But yeah, definitely a success on the can we steal a ship? Can we steal a bigger ship? Yes, we can. We can, and we did. Nope, we ran into the tree there, I think. Just try and go down a bit and back up. Back up a little bit. We need a better dock. But that looks like where we want to be. Yep. There we go. Look at that. Nicely done. And if we set it up correctly, we could even come in through there, and then we could go in through the side of the balloon envelope. All right, let's have a quick look at where we've left holes in the balloons. I think we might have left some. Oh, back down. A little difficult to climb down ladders on the ships. It tends to default to pushing you upwards, and then goes down again once you get to the top. So if we get through here, yeah, there's a section here where we broke through on the opposite side. So we could do some things like deliberate doors and things, and modify the ship a little bit. We could change out the white wool for white sails or white balloons. We actually combine sails and airships. We can actually use the sails as motive power for the airships without needing an engine as well, which can be kind of cool. But I haven't really experimented with that. But yeah, we got some options. We've got lots of loot in the ship, so we'll have a look at that, but we'll go for a sleep first. There are some beds on the ship, but I don't trust them at the moment. And also, we broke our little ship, so we need to fix that. Yeah. You can also use create. There's an additional mod that I haven't added that's create interactive. It lets you actually add create contraptions to ships. Mostly used for adding contraptions to trains, to be honest, but it's another case is that you can actually make working contraptions on ships and have ships that can unload with create contraptions and things like that as well. So could be kind of fun to experiment with down the track. So yeah, this ship's going to need to be rebuilt because we've got we've got VS Crumbles, which I don't think there's a version of for the latest Valkyrien Skies. What that does is if you actually break parts of ships, they will fall off and turn back into blocks, become falling blocks, and then when they hit the ground, they become normal blocks again. So this, because I broke the ship and left too small a fragment because it was a small ship to start with, it decided it was going to disassemble. So we need to actually reassemble this one before we can use it. We can't sneak to open it when we've got a shield on. That's just a drawback of the way that the mod works. But yeah, if you assemble something with an inventory, or if you disassemble it when it's got an inventory, it drops everything. A little bit frustrating. Oh, would you look at that? We've actually got enough to make 6 nuggets, 6 ingots. Yeah. So if we did have befriendable pirates, we could make a golden apple, and we could befriend a pirate and get a cannoneer. So we've got some more paper on the ship. We can make some more balloons, for example, and fix this little mini ship. In fact, got enough paper here that we could replace the balloons that got broken. And just put the other two aside. Well, that's supposed to be 4, not 3. Only makes 2, but that's enough. That's all we need. Oh, one more. Okay. So not quite, but almost. Easy enough to replace. We just get more wool from the other ship, or more paper. Look at that, plenty of paper. Plenty of iron as well. And a bottle of enchanting and some lapis. So if we had villages, we could make a village. One of the things that I think is supported with later versions of Valkyrien Skies, in theory, is NPC movements and NPC pathfinding on ships is greatly improved. So it'd be nice to have that working properly. So you could potentially have an airship that's full of villages and a trading hall, like a flying trading hall. So yeah, if we pop all of this away, and then get the shield out of our offhand. We can reassemble this. And there's our little ship back again. Much slower without the engine, but, you know, we've got a small ship now as well. Yes, you certainly can. There's also space mods that go with Valkyrien Skies. The same people that made the Sails and Pirates mods have got together and made a mod called VS Genesis, which is exactly that. It's designed for making spaceships and having interstellar travel. So I might do a space theme mod pack. That one's only on NeoForge though, and I prefer to make my packs in Fabric, but I might have to make an exception for checking out Genesis because it's been really well received. They did it for a mod jam originally, but it's basically currently their most popular mod, I think. Alrighty. Well, I'm very happy with how that's turned out. We've managed to get ourselves one of the big ships. So next time, I think we might look at doing a brand new world and making sure that I've got the right mod packs, the right mod combination, so that we can right mod combinations so that we can actually make well, if we can find the custom ships that I've created, and we can actually make a few different things as well. And maybe we can hire some cannoneers. So I've got to try and figure out the placement of some of the structures, and maybe make a custom structure of my own that has the befriendable pirates, and have a look at the MBT file for the pirate raft, and maybe look at having that as something that generates without the shipwrecks, because the shipwrecks tend to generate in the middle of the sky in this pack. So trying to figure out how to make things not generate in the middle of the sky that are non-vanilla structures. I have a mod pack that makes I have a mod in the pack that makes the non-vanilla structures. Sorry, it makes the vanilla structures not spawn in the void, but it doesn't work on the non-vanilla structures. I need to figure out exactly what's going on with that. But yeah, I think we can call this playtesting a success. We did have a lot of lag when we got to the ships that were spawned on top of each other, and that is unfortunately a limitation of some of the mods. They just do they just seem to spawn on top of each other sometimes. Yeah, the looted ship is fun, and in fact, I don't know if you saw it earlier. We'll have a quick look. We actually have a pirate, a skull and crossbones banner amongst the looted goods, amongst the booty, as it were. And I'm looking at adding some mods that allow you to turn banners sideways, so we could potentially have flags and have a skull and crossbones flag. I haven't actually investigated that one properly yet. I believe the thing I'm looking for is down here. Yep. Skull charge there. I think we've actually got a skull and crossbones banner here. Yeah, there we go. So we could even actually put that on our shield. We could duplicate it first though. So we might make a couple more banners. That is a black banner with a white skull charge. So I think to finish up, we might actually duplicate that. Get ourselves another banner and see if we can duplicate it. And if we can't, we'll get a black banner and duplicate it. So we've got black sheep not too far away. Let's grab a banner. Grab the wall for a banner. Do we have sticks? Sticks somewhere? Anywhere? Thought I saw some sticks before. Oh, we can put our shield back. There we go. We'll grab the wool at least, and we've got sticks elsewhere. While we're here, we'll just grab the wool from there. Alrighty. Any sticks on us? Any chance of sticks before you go? Let's do... We'll drop some of this off. We'll drop off... Oh, we placed the banner. And there we go, we've got birch logs. We can just grab one of those, make some sticks, make another banner, see if it's enough. No, looks like we need another black banner. Alright, it was worth a try. Let's even quickly fly over and get some black sheep, make another banner before we wrap up the stream. There should be some sheep over here. Yep, there's some black sheep. We got our bed from. And yeah, the ship does seem to go faster when it's going on an angle. And we've got some onions over there we could pick up as well. Cool. Oh, we already got onions growing. We need to get into the food side of things next time. All right. Cheers. Come here, sheepy. Where'd you go? Sheepy, sheepy. I saw you. There you are. Is there only the one sheep? No, there's more up there. Might be only one black one though. Yeah, 2 white sheep. No other black sheep. Wait. Is that another black sheep or the same one? We're one short of making another black banner. You are the same sheep. Okay. Don't have any black dye at the moment. There was a squid ink stack in the pirate ship. Oh, we got one more. Cool. We got 6 after all. Never mind then. All right, now we should hopefully be able to just duplicate the banner. Yes. So now we have 2 banners, which means we can there we go. I think that's a nice nice image to finish on. All right. There we go. We have a skull and crossbones shield and banner as well. Now there is a mod you can get that does the full-size banners on shields. Might be worthwhile doing specifically for getting the skull and crossbones banner to look right. But that's pretty cool. All right, and looks like we're nearly back. So let's get our little ship put away. And next time we get enough daylight, enough time away, and it's daylight when we come back, we'll look at filling in that area below with torches. Although we might do a different seed next time. Although I do like this seed with the windmill on the island. We'll try a different seed next time when we've got the mod pack set up with the right mods. That'll be in a couple of weeks, unless I'm playing more Hotel. We'll see. Alright, so, on that note, let's get ready for wrapping up. There's our shield, and in the other hand we'll have our banner. You're trying to reach us, but you can't reach us. Sorry, buddy. There we go. Got our shield and our pirate banner. Very similar, but not quite the same. Yep. And of course that broke our ship again. We'll play with this more later. But for the moment it seems to have dropped everything. So did we lose balloons? I think. Oh, we just lost the. Yeah, the balloons got messed around. That's all right. We'll fix it up later. That's how VS Crumbles works. So we might just pop the banner on the remainder of the ship. Claim it for the name of the pirate nation. And on that note, we'll finish up. Alrighty. I think one more time of Beer, Captain Tech and Fred, and Cobblestone Generator can finish up for us. And that will be it for stream. Thank you very much for watching. Appreciate you being here. Thank you for those who joined earlier. And a big thank you to Apollo Music for the creation of the music. And a big thank you to my patrons, Fantastic Soap, Oni Arrow, and Catsmith. Although you don't often catch streams, I do appreciate you, and I make sure to mention you on every stream and in every video. So thank you very much for being paid patrons. And thank you, Unchecked Door, for being here. Thank you to Flat Pixel for showing up earlier, and to Frelone, and any of the other regulars. If you are new here, feel free to follow on Twitch. Feel free to subscribe on YouTube if you like. Feel free to join the Discord, and feel free to check out the current version of the Aetherial Airships mod pack, which doesn't have the pirates at this stage, but it does have the airships, and it does have Create. So I'll have a new version of that one uploaded soon, but in the interim I will have the last version of the current iteration, which is the one that's on my server at the moment. If you would like to play on the server that has the earlier version of this mod pack, you can do that by joining my Discord and applying to be a trusted player, provided your computer can run it. If your computer can't run it and you prefer to play something more vanilla, I do have a terrainless super flat sky flat world that I run as a server, and that's a lot of fun. And you can join that one with 1.21.10 vanilla or 1.21.11 with via backwards. We're listening now to Cobblestone Generator, which will be the last track for the stream. But I will also say feel free to check me out on all my socials, which you can see on the screen at the moment. You can see YouTube TechEdFred, X I'm TechEdFred_YT. I might just be showing as TechEdFred. Look for the one with the logo, the avatar that looks like my in-game character, although drawn a little bit better. And yeah, other than that, we got TechEdFred on TikTok. I don't really post on TikTok, but that's me. And also Insta and Blue Sky. I'm TechEdFred at bsky.social. So feel free to check me out on those. Alrighty, not much else to say really, other than thank you again for watching. Appreciate you being around. And once I do get to the point of having YouTube affiliate, which allows for memberships and donations on YouTube streams, and thank yous on thanks on streams, and super thanks and tips and things like that on YouTube for the recorded content. Once I get to that level, then I will be looking at having my Skyflat Redux server open to the public. Well, open to people on my Discord. If I get to 1,000 subs on YouTube, though, I will open up the server to the public. So we'll see about that if and when the time comes. Alrighty. What else have I got coming up? I've got more of the Eliminate series coming up. I've got a few more episodes of that, and I've got one more episode of the Minecraft Inheritance Hardcore series, and obviously more Hightail content coming, more Terraria content coming when the new version of Terraria drops later this month. So that'll be the 1.4.5 update, and obviously getting into the Hightail stuff as well. So expect to see Hightail, Terraria, and Minecraft coming up on the channel. I'll also be restarting my Terrainless Superflat Hardcore series, and I'll have some more Minecraft content, a couple more series coming up as well. Expect a channel update soon as well. And that'll cover off most of the things I just mentioned, but also other stuff that I'll be doing down the track.